Today we're going to talk about the neck hump. So if you have a neck hump, if you have a lot of tension, a lot of tightness up here in your neck, your upper traps, either you already have a neck hump right here, right? This little hump that's forming, or maybe you want to prevent this, right? And you have all this tension build up here and you're like, I don't want to have this neck hump. I want to prevent it. This is going to be the life for you, okay? A lot of people, when they have a neck hump, what they're doing is they're stretching. What they're doing is they're looking for what is the next thing that's going to help me get some relief, that's going to help me fix it, right? And so let me know if this is you. We're talking about the neck hump, and we're talking about if you're trying to fix this, you're constantly looking for the next exercise, the next stretch to do, and you're trying all the things, you are missing the most important thing. And the most important thing is going to be regulating your nervous system because you are very stressed. The neck hump is highly correlated to your stress levels, high cortisol levels, okay? So we're going to be talking about how I help my clients correct the neck hump. And then I have a program, the 6-week Fix Your Neck Hump program. So if you're watching this, I appreciate you being here. Go ahead and tap the screen so this can get to other people because we're talking about the neck hump and how to fix this posture. Now, this is going to be a mixture of your body, right? So your body and your posture when it comes forward, when your head is coming forward. When the head juts forward like this is going to be a lot of pressure on your upper back, on the spine. So what happens is your body is going to send fat to the area to protect the area. And this is why you have this neck hump forming there, okay? And so a lot of people, number one, you're sitting there and you're having bad posture and you're pushing your head forward. And this is a constant thing for you every single day, especially if you're working at a desk. If you're just allowing gravity to just do its thing and to push here and to sit here all day, every day, all this pressure on your upper back, on your spine right there, of course you're gonna get a neck hump, okay? So let's talk about preventing this neck hump. So I'm gonna show you a few moves later on that you can start doing, but really this live is going to be a lot about how you need to manage your stress, how you can do that, right? So we're gonna go into talking about the central nervous system because the nervous system plays a huge role on why you have this neck hump. So we all know that we have fight or flight and rest and digest, okay? So when your body's in fight or flight, this is your body just preparing for something happening, preparing for a fight, preparing for, oh, something's coming my way, so I have to protect myself, right? This is fight or flight. Something might happen. So when this happens, and this is how being in fight or flight affects your posture. When this happens, your body tenses up, right? Because we have to be on alert. Your heart rate goes up, your shoulders come up, and you're kind of like in this fight stance, like, okay, something's coming, like I gotta be prepared. What's gonna happen? But if you look at my posture right now, even though there's no danger around me, the body can sometimes get stuck in this. And if you didn't grow up with maybe family, somebody teaching you how to regulate your emotions, teaching you how to regulate yourself and your nervous system, your body's gonna be like, well, I guess this is normal. And so this is gonna become your normal. And so even if you're not in a stressed state, your body's going to be like, well, right? And so this is going to add on to reasons why you have a neck hump, okay? And so we need to learn to get out of fight or flight every single day. At the end of the day, okay, the day has ended. Maybe I went through different stressful moments in my life or in my day, but now it is time for me to relax at home and to get into that rest and digest. Rest and digest is when your heart rate can finally calm down, when you can feel calm, when everything is fine. And essentially you are telling your body, I'm safe. We don't need to be on alert because we're good, we're safe, right? And so a big thing that I teach my clients is this. And in this program, in the neck hump program, it is all about fixing this, but also learning how to regulate your nervous system, okay? So we're gonna go through that right now. I'm gonna also give you my 4-step method. This is a different 4-step method that I haven't shared here before. This is strictly for regulating your nervous system, okay? And then of course, I'm gonna show you some moves. So if you have any questions on posture in general, fixing your neck hump, rounded shoulders, anything, drop them in the comments and I will do my best to answer them as we go through this live. Okay, so here is the process that I'm going to talk to you about. It's very easy to remember. You might want to get a pen, paper if you want to write this down, but it is the CALM method, CALM, C-A-L-M. Okay, this is going to be very important because if you're somebody that has a neck hump, if you're somebody that has a lot of tension here, you're going to be really stressed, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know if you're like, I'm not stressed at all. I bet you are stressed. And when you have a stressful moment in your life, and I ask you, hey, where does your stress go on your body? You're probably going to say, oh, right up here, right? And so the CALM method is for you when you reach those moments throughout your day, because it happens, right? We all have moments in our life where like maybe we can become a little bit stressed. as you learn how to not get triggered as much, then you don't get triggered as much and it doesn't affect you, right? But maybe when you're first learning, using this method is going to help you a lot. So C stands for the word catch, okay? So you have to catch yourself in the moment. Now this could be one of two things. Number one could be catch what your trigger is. If let's say you're working, you're at your job, and then all of a sudden your boss just drops this like major project on you, like this extra thing that I need you to do. I need you to stay late and do this and get this done. I would be stressed too, like, oh my God, what another thing that I have to do. Does that trigger you? And then once you notice the trigger, how do you feel? Do you feel angry? Do you feel, what feeling comes up there? So one of two things I said is going to happen. Either you're going to catch that in the moment, or you're going to catch what your body is telling you, right? Maybe you don't really notice that something is kind of giving you some type of stress, but you do feel this, right? If you start doing this, you're like, oh shoot, hold on, I feel this. This is your catch moment. Okay, my body is telling me that I'm stressing right now, that something is going on, which leads me into my next point. You're going to then assess, okay? So you're either gonna catch the trigger or catch what's happening on your body, then you assess. So let's say you caught the trigger. Your boss gave you this big project that they needed you to do, something, right? There's traffic, someone didn't behave the way that you wanted them to behave. Something, you caught it, now you assess and say, okay, where do I feel that on my body? It's gonna be different for everyone. This live, if you're on this live and if you're watching this and you have a neck hump, for you, most likely it's going to be up here in the upper traps, in the neck. For some people, it's different. For some people, it's in the mid back, the lower back. It's right here, it's the pelvic floor, it's the jaw. What is that for you? It's really important that you assess and you figure out where this is ending up on your body, because your body is always communicating to you, okay? So if you caught it, then you assessed it on your body, or you're gonna catch it on your body and then you're going to assess and say, where did this come from? Why am I'm feeling stressed, but hold on, why am I stressed right now? Personally, for me, when I start to feel stressed, because everybody feels stressed, right? Like I'm no one special. When I start to feel stress up here, that's my signal to go, wait a minute. And usually for me, I work a lot. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a small business owner. I work a lot. So that's my signal for me to say, I need to take a break, okay? Which then leads me into the next part is you have to let go, okay? L, C-A-L-M, L stands for let go. You've caught the trigger, you've assessed where it is in your body, and a lot of people miss that part, right? A lot of people will say, oh, I'm hurting, and then don't do anything about it, okay? So we've gone through those steps, and now we have to let go. Now we have to go, okay, I know what's going on. I'm feeling it in my body. My body's communicating to me. So now I need to honor it. And the letting go part is really just the breathing part. Is for you to say, okay, let me take a second and just take a few breaths. Inhale deep through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. And the exhale is always longer than the inhale. That is key. You need to remember that, especially when you're trying to calm that nervous system down to keep stress at bay. The exhale is always longer than the inhale, okay? And this could be so simple, you guys. It could just be throughout the day. As you practice and as you do this more and more and more, you're gonna start to recognize and you're gonna be able to just take a few breaths and you're gonna feel like, wow, that actually really helped. Who would have thought, right? So after you do those breaths, we're gonna go into M, move, okay? Movement is so important, of course. We're gonna get up and you're gonna move in some way. Maybe like if you're someone like me who tends to work a lot and I kind of like forget what I'm doing because I'm so focused, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, the tension. Oh, do your breaths. Let me just take a break. I'm going to get up. I'm going to go walk around. Whether you work in an office setting, at your house, wherever it is, get up, go get a drink of water, go outside for a few minutes, right? Go and change your environment for a second and move your body a little bit and then come back to what you were doing, okay? Now, of course, it's going to lead me into the next part, which is the actual physical movements and exercises and stretches and all the things that we need to do for the neck hump. But I really wanted to drive this point home that if you're only doing the physical part, but you're not managing your stress, you're not regulating your nervous system every single day and throughout the day, that neck hump is going to be really hard to get rid of. But when you do these two things together at the same time, this is how results come. Okay, so I'm going to go into just a few moves. Now, before I go into those 4 moves, and I'm going to show you down here on the mat, of course, The movement part and the program part is also going to go into my 4-step process, which is different than the calm method, but this is going to be my 4-step process for the physical posture, okay? Which is going to be, of course, assessing, right? We already know because we're doing the neck hump. Then we're going to be releasing the tension. I'm going to show you, which by the way, this little kit here, if you have a trigger point ball or if you have a tennis ball, if you don't have a ball, just ball up your fist, okay? We use this a lot to just release all that tension, okay? Because again, you're gonna have a lot of tension right here, right? So I'm gonna show you a few things that you can do. And then we're going to do some mobility, right? Because you have to introduce mobility and different movements for the joints around the area. We have to stretch the muscles, rebalance them really, and then strengthen some muscles as well. So I'm gonna show you those things on the mat. So let's go ahead and move now. Okay, if you have questions, drop them in the comments. By the way, as I'm setting you guys up here on the floor, I'm going to talk about, I have a neck hump fix program. It's called Dump the Neck Hump, okay? This program we're going to start this Monday inside of my Posture Academy app. If you want information on that, you can always DM me the word hump, or right now it's linked in my bio. It's at the very top. You can go learn more about it there. Okay, first thing we're going to do. By the way, my mic, I didn't realize my mic was like twisted. First thing we're going to do is you're going to take this, okay? And you're just going to kind of push on one side. Start right behind your ear, okay? And gently push as you work your way down across to your shoulder. Don't get your shoulder bone, get right before it. And then as you're pressing, this is you assessing your body and saying, where is the most tension, okay? Whenever you find it, like, oh, I feel pretty tense right there, okay? Whenever you find it, you're gonna stay there. Take your opposite hand, okay? Relax this arm, and you're gonna just take an inhale. And on the exhale, you're going to press that ball into that muscle. Now the key here is when you're doing this, it should not be super painful, okay? You're not going for, because I know you. If you have a lot of tension here, you're probably also the type of person that you tend to just push through life, right? Things happen, you have pain, I gotta push through. Doesn't matter what I have, I gotta push it, I gotta keep going, I have to be strong. That's the type of person that you are. So this is not that type of thing. We're doing the opposite, okay? You don't need to be extra strong, you don't need to be extra rough. With posture correction, with releasing tension, you actually need to be calm, okay? So press through. And it might be a little uncomfortable, but it's not going to be painful. And the most important part here is to breathe through it. Okay, so we're going to just breathe. Okay, breathe and actually feel that shoulder drop. Okay, feel your shoulder drop. This might take a couple minutes. Okay, and that's fine. And you know what? Maybe the first time that you do it, you might not feel a big release happen. It might be like, oh, I feel a little relief, right? But I don't feel like a big giant release, like the muscles finally relax. And that's fine. It's gonna take a few times, okay? So the thing is, use this and go all throughout, okay? And find all the spots that are like really tender, press in there, breathe for a few minutes, move on to the next part, do the other side daily. Do this a lot, okay? And as you're doing this, I tell my clients all the time, it's really important that you stay hydrated because as we're releasing tight fascia and muscles, fascia is 70% water, just like your body, right? So we want to make sure that we're keeping hydrated as we release all of this, okay? So hydration is also really, really important for that. All right, so the next part, we've released, right? We feel good. Now we stretch, okay? Now we have to, let's say this side, upper trap stretch, we're going to relax the shoulder, bring it down, rotate away, okay? And I like to sit on this hand. So I'm stretching that side, okay? So I'm rotating back. Do you see that? Rotate back. Chin is in, tilt away. In this position, you might already feel a nice stretch, which is great. If you want to increase the stretch, you're going to very gently pull down on that head. Okay, again, it shouldn't be painful. It shouldn't be extra rough. Just a nice gentle stretch. Breathe through it, okay? The most important part is breathing through it. Hold this stretch for about 30 to 45 seconds, okay? And then do the other side. Now, we're going to do some mobility because that's important. Here is one move that I really love right now. That, of course, all these moves, by the way, I don't have my hair tie. All these moves, by the way, are going to be in my Dump the Neck Hump program. Okay, let's see. I'm going to set this up so you could see it. Or I might have to move my plant. Okay. All right, so we're here. You're going to be on your knees underneath your hips, hands on top of the foam roller, okay? So we're going to roll down just like this. I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling as low as you comfortably can, but not too low so that you don't come up. And then you're gonna come back up, okay? So as you come down here, you're gonna feel a really nice stretch in your chest, okay? You might even feel a stretch in your lats, okay? That's perfect, that's what you want. Hold the bottom for a second. Come back up. And you wanna do this with your breath, okay? So as you go down, you're going to exhale. So take an inhale. Exhale as you go down. See how I'm moving nice and slow. Hang out for a second. Inhale, come back up. Right? And then every time you do this, you want to try to go just a smidge lower, like a millimeter, a little bit lower to get a bigger increase in that stretch. Okay, so we released, we have stretched, we have done some mobility, and now we're going to strengthen, okay? One of the things that we do, we don't even start to strengthen until the second level. So the Dump the Neck Hump program is 6 weeks long, and I broke it down into 2 levels. The first level is 3 weeks long, and really what we focus there is a lot of tension release. We focus a lot on getting all the tension out, on stretching, on mobility. Once you get to level 2, then we start really on the strengthening side of it, okay? Because it's really important for the neck hump that we release all that tension. So we put a lot of focus on there, okay? But once we do get into strengthening, this is one of the exercises that you will see in the program. Can you see me? Oh, here we go. Okay, feet flat, knees bent, we're relaxed. We're gonna do a neck crunch. So a neck crunch is you're using the muscles in the front of your neck only. So I'm gonna relax my arms, I'm gonna relax my shoulders, and I'm only gonna lift my head. But as you lift your head, watch this. This is what I do not want you to do. You're not gonna lift and like push up. This is like forward head posture. We're not gonna do that. You're gonna first bring your chin down, okay? And then keep your chin down and lift only your head. I hope you can hear me with this mic thing, okay? Do you see the difference here? So in this position, the front of my neck muscles, these are like really turned on, all right? Then you're gonna slowly lower, relax, take a breath, exhale, chin down, come up, hold for a second, slowly come back down, okay? Now it's important, of course, that we work on those muscles because you have to strengthen your neck muscles in order to stay upright, in order to feel lengthened so that that neck hump goes away, okay? So in closing, I would love to let you know that yes, all these moves, try these moves out. Tell me how these feel for you. But like everything, doing a few moves here and there is not going to get you results because these are pretty random, right? Random things are going to get you random results. I say that all the time. And one of the biggest mistakes I see people do is that's what they're doing. They're on TikTok, they're on YouTube, and they're looking for, what can I do? What's the best move? What's the one? And that's the problem because there is no one best move. What you need is you need structure. You need a program to follow. And the program needs to take you through different phases, okay? Different progressions. Just like in the gym, you need a progressive overload, right? In order for your muscles to grow. Posture correction is the same thing. Posture correction is fitness, but it is the beginnings of fitness. It is laying the foundation, the groundwork, realigning your body, but it still has the same principles, okay? You still need to progress the exercises, which is exactly why I do what I do, because this is what I think was missing in the world. I don't know, I don't check, but this is something that I know that people need. So if you want that, I do have the Dump the Neck Hump program, okay? You can always, if you're watching the replay, you can comment the word hump. I'll get you information. You can DM me the word hump. It'll give you information. Currently, this program link is in my bio at the very top, okay? Do I have any questions coming in? But I thank you guys for being here. I thank you for watching. I hope that this was helpful for you. I hope you try out these moves. More importantly, I hope that you learn to regulate your nervous system because this is really important, okay? Now, my Posture Academy membership app has this program. It also has an entire collection dedicated to nervous system regulation where I teach you how this affects your posture, and I give you different meditations and breath work that you can do on your own time, as well as if you would like to explore the membership, you get access to every single program that I have in there anyway. Okay, I see no questions coming through, so I thank you for being here. Hope this was helpful. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and comment or DM me the word hump if you're interested in this program. And then I'll see you on the next live. Bye-bye.